When a teenager is struggling, the first thing they reach out for may no longer be a friend or a parent. Increasingly, it's actually an AI chatbot.
This is like a crazy sign of the times. New research out this week puts numbers to that shift. Senior health correspondent Monica Robbins shows us what it means for families and what parents can actually do.
Studies show nearly 1 in 5 teens turns to artificial intelligence for emotional support. That's up from about 1 in 8 a year ago. Experts say the reason? Simple.
Chatbots and AI are available, easily accessible for young people, and so they're there. Contrast that with our mental health care system, where we know that young people who struggle with depression, anxiety, ADHD, other conditions can't as easily get support.
A chatbot never closes, never judges, and for a teen afraid to open up, that matters.
I think a lot of young people are often afraid to speak to even the trusted adults in their life about their mental health concerns, and a chatbot is a low threshold.
But these tools pull from the internet, and they're certainly not clinical experts.
These are not trained professionals that are going through the evidence and making sure that the recommendations that they are making are based in science. And so what that means is that misinformation fed into a large language AI model will produce at times misinformation to a consumer, in this case, a teenager who's looking for support for their mental health.
Researchers at Mass General Brigham tested this directly. They posed as teens in crisis across several chatbots.
We actually found that about half of them had responses that, at worst, actually were providing dangerous information, but in many cases were also just providing a lack of information or inaccurate information about what a young person should do.
Doctors say the most important step is a conversation. One started with curiosity, not confrontation.
Ask your teen, have you ever used AI to talk to about any concerns in your life, and in particular, any mental health concerns? And what did AI tell you? Has AI ever said anything to you that is concerning or that you're worried about or that surprised you? And last of all, do you ever talk to AI instead of a human?
You may also hear the term AI psychosis. Doctors want families to know it's a media label, not a formal diagnosis for one troubling pattern.
AI psychosis is a term that many of us are starting to use to describe a situation in which somebody starts to have deep and long conversations with an AI chatbot and starts to believe incorrect, or in some cases dangerous, things because of the information that the AI chatbot is giving them.
AI is not a replacement for human care, and the best protection a parent has is staying in the conversation. Monica Robbins, 3 News.
And doctors say you don't have to be a tech expert to start. Ask your teen what they're using, what it's telling them, and whether or not they are turning to a chatbot instead of a person. And if your teen is struggling, of course, reach out to your pediatrician for help, and remind your kids that they can also call the mental health helpline 988.